Hello my friends, hello, welcome back to another Sunday stream. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you had a wonderful weekend thus far and are ready to enjoy the rest of the weekend today. We'll be playing some The Old Republic again today, continuing the story where we left off. Last time, it looks like Darth Thanaton has figured out that we are still alive and has figured out the location of our minions, you could say, and has forced them to retreat to Quesh, a gaseous planet where there is also an infestation of Republic troops. That's going to be a little bit tricky to work with. Apparently they found some kind of key to a secret location or a secret hideout of Darth Thanaton's. That's going to give us an edge when we do finally face it. So let's see if we can continue the story today. Let's do this. There we go, Sith hierarchy. Yes, very important concept to the Sith hierarchy. There's always this master apprentice layer, and we are currently in Old Republic time, so that means that we're before the rule change that Darth Bane introduced, where there was always two Sith, the master, the apprentice. That's also what's being referred to in the movies, especially the prequels. There is a moment at the end of Phantom Menace where they say there's always two there is. Master and an apprentice. And then which was destroyed, the master or the apprentice. We know, of course, that it was the apprentice, Darth Maul. Alright, let's do this.
My lord, Sergeant Mulvar, had a cousin who was Sith. Very powerful, died young. Wish he was here now. Operation was to move in, secure the area for a supply depot,
he had a cousin
move troops and equipment deeper into the mines. Casualties, 13. Dead, 12. And
That's
I count
good.
6 broken ribs, 1 shattered kneecap, and 1 hut-sized headache.
Did you headbutt a hut? Out of every creature that you could headbutt, not the headbutting a hut. I think the blubber of the hut would just take in all of the impact of that face. So what happened here?
Fill me in on the situation.
The Republic worms guarding the area were jacked up on some kind of adrenals. They weren't human, they were animals. They shrugged off blaster fire like bug bites and then tore into my squad. I only survived because a grenade knocked me senseless. My plan was to rush in there, take all the adrenals I could find, and complete the mission. But you might have better success. We need that supply depot.
Yes, fine.
In that case, I'll do it.
Sure. Won't do the rest of my squad any good, but I'll take a lesson. I'll give you the coordinates to the Republic's adrenal stashes. If they can play that game, so can the Empire. Secure the area for the new supply depot, and make sure Alpha Squad didn't die for nothing.
Boo-hoo, your squad died. Boo-hoo. I'm so sad.
Do you require medical attention?
Please. Just making sure that we have room. Ooh.
Be well.
Looking good. Oh no, that's rating 8.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
I will. Captain Frank.
Finding Quesh to your liking. It's an acquired locale.
Yeah, it's a bit
My
gaseous.
lord, may I suggest sampling what luxuries this planet has to offer while you're here?
Sure.
How very helpful. What do you recommend?
You can find all the latest adrenal formulas available right here in our civilian markets. But if you're interested in something truly cutting edge,
You piqued
you've heard
my
of the 3
interest.
families? The rebellious Hutts who've chosen to ally with the Republic.
Yes.
I've heard more than enough.
We
who
intercepted
will
a
be killing.
communication from the 3 families indicating that they've moved an experimental formula to Attis Station for final testing.
Oh,
Industry rumors about the formula's effects are nothing short of miraculous. Heightened awareness, near immunity to fatigue or exertion, mild euphoria.
is that?
It's perfect. I want to acquire some samples for synthesis, to distribute it among our troops, after I've tested its safety, of course.
I'd be interested in sampling
that
this
just
wonder of
sounds like
yours.
some sort of hard
As would
drug.
I, my lord. And its impact as a force multiplier would be astronomical.
Force
I don't see
multiplier?
us capturing the formula through conventional assault. The army would be most
Suggesting it would
appreciative
increase
if you
our
acquired
force
this
power.
formula for us. You'll find Atti's station nearby. It's a Republic research facility disguised as a simple outpost, so it'll be better protected than it appears.
Alright. So in this world, it is actually the Republic that is addicted to hard drugs, it sounds like. Let's see, we need to kill ourselves some riflemen, some sentries, and then we can go up north. Alright, that should be easy enough. It's a good opportunity to get used to this rotation again, because I have been playing on the Sith Warrior in my spare time. Oops, come on, shut up. Let's see what you're worth. Oh. It is so have such a shocking effect on people. A little bit of bioanalysis. So they're adrenal sentries, so they keep a lookout for drugs. That's what they're doing. And if they spot them, then they will alert whoever is in charge. I guess that's how this goes. Weird job. Weird job. The sentries. Let's not forget to send our allies to go and do some very useful stuff for us.
I will perform according to your exacting specifications, Master.
I doubt that, UV-8. You very, very much have a reputation for doing the exact opposite of that. Right. Let's just fry them out. How do you like your rifleman? I prefer them fried. Ooh, we have here.
Come on.
Oh, 168. That's not gonna cut it. Oh, I guess that was blood and venom. Was that all that was needed to do a little bit of revenge for killing those 12? Oh, really? Those troopers were so weak. Sergeant Mulvar, explain yourself.
The Republic soldiers that killed your squad are no longer a threat.
I've called headquarters for reinforcements.
Why?
Next squad should be here soon to hold the place. But we couldn't have secured it without you. Can't thank you enough. Payback is satisfying.
Why do we even have these troopers, as they can't deal with a small squad like that? Is it, do we really need to do all their work? Sad. Very sad. Okay, let's appropriate some adrenals, shall we? Could be on the right side. There's no elevator here. Where is the entrance?
Come on.
Shara. Oh, we've got a show us up to healing, I guess that's okay for now, because we're doing plenty of damage, and it's not like we'll immediately die. Ah, yes, it's inside. A few boxes. Guess the trainees don't count as personnel here. Which says everything you need to know about how they will treat interns. More of these stims. Reminds me, we should get a stim active. Endurance and yep. More. This one counts. Yeah, I will after we deal one more officer. Dealt with. Or too easy. I guess this is from the main storyline of the book. So go to the adrenal synthesis factory, that's where we are. Right, there we go. Beat some Selkath sign. Oh yes, I remember. Right, so we've got the Selkath here. There's one. Yeah, so that's what a Selkath looks like. There's a bit of a fish face. I don't know if we can see that. Probably, I think he'll probably die too quick. Yeah, a bit of a fish face too.
Sure you'll be alright?
Originally from Manan, where they have a very science-driven world. Also trying to be neutral-ish. I guess Manan is a bit like the Swiss of this galaxy. Trying to be neutral but supplying both sides. Yeah. Oh, hello. I've been told that there were problems with the electricity not working here, so I've come to, well, give you guys a little boost, a little jolt. Few more scientists to deal with. That's a lovely location. Can we get there? Oh, we can. There's nothing here, but sometimes you just need to try and see if something's possible. Yes. Like, there is this slight voice in the back of my head that's like, whoa, see if you can jump now and if you can survive that. Fortunately, I also have a voice in my head that says, no, you will die. I'm quite sure you will die. voices in my head. Tell me. Tell me.
You sure you'll be alright?
I'm fine. But you just focus on flashing that one. We need one more cell cath scientist. Keep it like
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Very well, Andronicus. How about you get me some
Miss me.
biochemicals? Yeah. There's one.
Results are much better than they appear, Master. You'll see.
Now we just need to deal with the head honcho here. Glorious. Oh, UVR8 has successfully completed an assignment.
A task just for you?
Oh,
Oh, thank you, Master.
finally did something useful. Yeah, that little lightsaber's not going to protect you from me. But the Force is my tool.
Come on.
Not my ally, my tool. Very different philosophy. Jedi have more of a philosophy that it is an ally, the living force. Guides them. The Sith seem to have more of an idea of forcing the Force to do their bidding, like the tool is. Oh, enigmatic handwear. Yeah. Okay. We need to return to Moff Drayson, and we need to return to Captain Brand. They're both going to be in different locations. We can probably go back to the Moth first, because then we'll use the speeder to head back up to the Imperial Outpost. We can turn in the quest to Captain Frange. That'll do it. Sure, we got some token of appreciation from Darth Gravis. We did on Taris. Very useful. Alright then, Moth. Could have come down for me.
At last, a worthy disciple.
Lord Hedro, I believe, is probably the other way around. Alright then, Moth. Talk to me.
I just spoke with Grag. He said you shut down the factories and the fight's under control. Well done. Without adrenals or their Quesh venom supply, the Republic is finally vulnerable. We must hit the three families with everything we have.
Slay the Hutt slime. Their secrets die with them. The Republic can't process Quesh venom.
And they'll be pushed to the brink of galactic war. All we must do is kill the leaders of the three families.
Yes. I'll slay them
When I'm
myself.
through, the Hutts will beg me to kill them.
I'm glad you're so eager, my lord. We'll prepare for your attack at once. Colonel, wake Portho the Hutt from whatever adrenal-addled haze he's drowning in.
Portho? During your afternoon adrenals. Like your security can stop us.
Your pathetic Hutt defenses can't stop a Sith.
Okay.
If you betray me, you die.
Yeah.
We'll take your recommendation
I don't know.
under advisement, Portho. Use your adrenals. When you awake, you'll be the only surviving member of the three families. You heard the fool. Either fight through the front or take Portho's adrenals and be smuggled in. Your choice.
I don't exactly trust that Portho has our best interest in mind. However, I also feel like even if it is a trap, it will die at our hand. So let's try getting smuggled
I'll take
in.
the Hutt's concoction. Best to save my energy for the fight inside the palace.
More than Kel's hiding out behind the palace grounds. Security should be light during the battle.
Take that Shevin's adrenal to infiltrate the palace. Once inside, kill the leaders of the three families, including Portho. Then transmit their data on Quesh venom processing to me.
Well, of course, there's also always the backstabbing of the backstabber. Make him the backstabby. Box. I've got a lot of stuff to get rid of again. Everything's up north. There is. Make that back. There's a medical droid here for us to.
Please use all
Well,
products
just
only as
two.
intended. Be well.
We're doing on credits. Over 1 million. Not bad.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
See how we're doing here. So we've got tier 3 on speeder piloting. We could get tier 4. But we are also going to be needing a lot of money for upgrading the crew skills. So that's 200,000 each, and all of the recipes. So it'd be a good idea to save up a little. Can
By manfall.
we put some get us up above 300, please? Now, Captain Branch.
You have the formula samples? Oh, please tell me you have them.
You sound like an addict, but I
have
do.
it in hand.
Here, my command's entire recreational spending allocation. Please excuse me. I should really see to securing these.
In your own body, I take it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Did we just enable a effect? Is that what we did? It's not good. Okay. Now, for the reason that we're actually on this planet, we find Carl and Corin. Here they've managed to procure. We need that edge to defeat Darth Thanaton. After we've gotten our hands on a spirit or two more, slowly but surely we are gaining strength. Too much. Yeah. And where? So, like they've been found.
Come on.
Got it, missus. Lord Cineratus.
That didn't go so well.
Are you suggesting you disappointed me, Marcus? It. You waste. The hunter. They bring them here all for little old me. Still they die. So, incredibly easy. What we do have an ability, yeah, lightning flash. We should do lightning flash and then the trigger. So then we get a
I seem to have outdone myself.
crushing
I think you'll be
darkness.
quite pleased.
Dots in. Then we get an instant crit. Just kill it. Yeah, gotta get the rotation in again, and especially
Take
with
it easy.
the light flash there. Can do lightning flash, then we're refreshing the darkness because it's quickened. Always get rid of the weak ones first. So every source of damage is additional damage that you're tanking, and the weak ones means quicker reductions. Lord Cineratus, it looks like you played a bit too much with explosives in your face.
Are you the Sith who killed my apprentices?
My lord, I assure you it was nothing personal. I just prefer to stay off Thanaton's hit list.
Now you're
Or do
on
you
mine.
really think I have nothing better to do than chase a pair of low apprentices across the blasted galaxy? Now, as often happens when two Sith first meet, one of us isn't leaving this room alive. So I propose a toast to the honorably defeated.
So to you.
I would gladly drink to your death, Lord. I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Lord Cineratus, my father's choice. Call me Jevon. I can't say it will be a pleasure to die, but I'll try not to make a fool of myself.
Oh, you will. You will make quite the fool of yourself. just did. Ooh. Spinning strikes, I see. He's closer to the assassin type of Inquisitor. There we go, his meditation chamber key. Good. Yeah, that's what he came for. Once to get rid of that Republican faction. Even worse. Okay, let's check our GPS. We up here. There's more Van Kel's house. This is very rude, Republic convoy. See, I was thinking of leaving you guys alive, and then you started shooting at me. Why you? No, where was I? Norvankel. Take this place. Yeah. Oh, the Morians. Pig-like creatures seem mainly in the service of us. And apparently also for thousands of years. Because Java was also employing these Gamorreans. Okay, so we're above 300 on the bioanalyses. We get some cell blocks. We can. Good. And we need more diplomacy.
A task just for you? Oh, thank you, Master.
Oh, they want us to kill some family sentries. Okay.
You sure you'll be alright?
Fine, shot. How about you just start killing? Schematic. Arm stack. Not something we most of these low-level schematics nobody really needs, unless you're collecting schematics. Excuse you, Commander. Norvankel. Need it. Oh, that kind. Thing? Do it.
Inject me. Hurry.
Then I guess we also need to accept that the Adrenal's working on us, because some Jedi or some Force sensitives have the ability to purge these toxins from their body, or even stay in some kind of meditative state. Okay, so they figured out that Portho was betraying them.
Be careful. The Republic's discovered Portho's treachery.
Yes.
Hurry, before the Hutts escape.
We'll be fine. Don't worry. Here. No. Need to head in. Until there, apparently. What was the point of this location? Oh, this is the... I guess we shouldn't have used the entrance. There we go. That way. Oh, hello. Always with these elevators. You anger. Give it. Three families. Oh, we're right in front of the... Good. Just waltz right in. Here we go. Hello, Hutts. Ooh, you have a rank.
Calm down. The three families must remain united.
Ooh.
You're vital to the Republic's mission.
Your words.
Cute pep talk. Pity it won't save your Hutts.
Silence, Jilta. If you value your power, bring me the intruders.
It won't be necessary. I'll come after you myself.
I'll find you, even if I have to wade through all the Hutt guts on Quesh.
Ooh, hi. Just I will do so momentarily.
Take it easy.
Ooh. Ready, you guys? Go. Time to fry us a little hot. I prefer my Hutts. Well done. Stay away from us. Goodbye, Jilta. Ooh. You brought a friend. Oh, nice. Public battle boys. What are we doing here? This is dying. Quick. Why do okay, where were we? Oh yes. Hi. Now we have one more loose end. With yes, no telling. Yes, well, I'm afraid. I'm afraid you won't be.
I've been asked to kill you, and I hate to disappoint.
Oh. Where is this broker? I really don't care about the adrenals.
It's past time I ended you.
Oh. That's satisfying. The fact that he's still sitting there is less satisfying, but so be it. Moff Drayson?
Moff Drayson, I'm patched into the hut's mainframe.
This is it. Everything the three families knew about processing Quesh venom. We can erase the Republic's head start in minutes.
Glad to hear it.
The Empire owes you much. Thanks to you, the Republic is quickly losing control of Quesh. I see you've killed Jilta and Portho. Outstanding. I wish there was time to celebrate, but our fight's not over yet.
No, we have
a hut on the loose. Broga, the last leader of the three families. He escaped before your assault. As if losing that hut's slime wasn't enough, we have a new problem. A powerful Jedi Master named Baron Fral just landed on Quesh.
No. A Jedi landed on Quesh, not a powerful Jedi Master. I think he'll fall.
I will destroy the enemies of the Empire.
I was hoping you'd jump at their throats. Master Fral's hiding out with Broga the Hutt. They're in the central Quesh venom processing plant. Tear that plant apart. Kill the Jedi and his Hutt friend.
Will be done. And I will save the dead. Okay, we got some new abilities. Looks like our lightning bolt has been upgraded. And false barrier. Channels a protective barrier around you, granting immunity to all negative, controlling, and that will building up to 4 charges when during Bastion, which absorbs damage per charge, grants immunity to interrupts. 3-minute cooldown. Eesh. Okay, so lightning bolt, that's where we got that. And we also get forked lightning, lightning strike, chain lightning, bolt are defensive, lightning flash, and lightning bolt have a 25% chance to produce a second arc of lightning. Strikes the same targets for additional damage. I believe that chain lightning already has this, so there being additional hit chain. Thought it did. Might be mistaken. I thought there was already the double jolt of chain lightning. This would be a triple. The venom processing plant. I guess we'll just have to go through the front. Ooh, the lightning bolt does look a little bit different. Like more familiar. That's quick. Come on. We're having a little bit of multi-jolts. It's good. Hello. That also work on full store. No, that's so unfortunate. So I guess Full Storm already has all of these lightning jolts going down constantly. This is working. Now we need to head north like that. Gives you. Very clear double jolt there. Always very rewarding if you actually see what the abilities do. A lot of these abilities are just sips. They add a little stack. But if you can see what the upgrade actually does visually, that just adds so much to the perception of ability. I guess it's also just another way of handling show don't tell, which is a story writing aspect, story writing technique, where instead of telling people, oh, this is what's happening in the world, you just let them experience those things happening. I think that's far more powerful with experience. Also saves you from unnecessary exposition and dialogue that only exists for the player, not for the character. Oh, jeez. Oh, hello. Greetings, Malachius.
Take it easy.
Under levels. Level 36. But this is a level 37 carry. Ooh, you can hear the build-up of the lightning bolt. Oh, Sergeant Darrow.
All of that security just for a blasted crane? Doesn't make sense.
Problem, Sergeant?
Yes, my lord. I have encountered a surprising amount of resistance in my assigned task.
What is this task?
I'm charged with organizing raids against the Republic's mining efforts. We strike targets of opportunity to slow their progress and drive them to retaliate. They've recently constructed a large crane that I thought would make a perfect target. I sent a team, but security was triple the expected strength. My soldiers were slaughtered.
Why would security be so heavy?
Clearly, the crane is a very important part of the Republic's operations. Far more than we'd first suspected. The crane needs to be destroyed and the Republic punished. But I just don't have the manpower to go up against so much security.
Look no further. I am your Sith.
Your Sith.
That's very generous of you. Thank you. You'll find the crane at these coordinates. Good hunting.
Let's see. So we've got the crane over there. Further on. Ooh, a multi-stage bonus. Okay. Was that? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was weird. I thought that was the Juggernaut that we just passed. That was a bit. Let's make our way to the crane. That one. Ooh, a bit of damage. That was a strong heal there. Jedi Commander knows his stuff.
Take it easy.
Literally atypical tactics. Storage cells. These. I'm refusing to die quick enough. Use crushing darts. Okay, first bomb is planted. I love the smell of burnt Republic soldiers in the morning. Smells like all of their plastic armor. Yeah, I don't think you'll be returning after it, Mr. Tech. The money. What does this buff do? Cool guys walk away from explosions. That's why he's doing it. He's a cool guy. anything for an entrance or exit in this case. Okay, we need one more of those storage cells. Oh, this one. Ooh. Ooh, I see a juicy target. Ooh, there's a champion class enemy there. Okay, this could be interesting. I think it's completely optional to kill this, but yeah, let's try this. Knock this in. Go nuts with the alacrity.
Take it easy.
Just melting. Cool. And we did a lot of damage. Very nice. Yeah, we need to deal with some turrets. And attacks for aforementioned turrets. That alacrity boost is actually quite low on cooldown. Pretty good. And that's a commando. Hey! How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Nice little run around on Quesh.
Come on.
You just get up, or you're gonna for a while. Lovely. One more. Melty. Free to the skinner. You sleep in a bit late on the weekends. Oh, okay. Yeah, I try to stick to a fixed schedule also in the weekends. And I wake up at around 7. And then usually in the weekend I can just pop by Nick. Last 2 days. The last 2 weeks. See what he's gonna say. 5 AM, geesh. Then I hope you do go to bed early. So you have to work really early. Yeah. You only need like 6 hours of sleep. Yeah, yeah. Fine there. They used to have that. But nowadays you need quite a bit more sleep than when I was younger. A few years younger. Originally I could do it on 3, but I'm just exhausted if I do that. Ooh. You wake up at 5 AM to head on 8-mile walks by 8 AM. Ooh, that's nice. And you can take the dogs out for a nice long walk. There we go. And you can take your time. Yeah, you could take a bit of time. Upload to the event schema. And we need to head back to the sergeant. Let's deal with the Jedi Master first. Ooh. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but no one's out to bother you so early. Yeah, I had something similar. Yesterday morning I had to get up at 5:30 because I had to bring my girlfriend to the station. And usually then I do a walk with the dog first thing as I wake up. So we're outside, it was just completely silent. No sounds whatsoever. And it's already quite silent here because I live in the middle of nowhere. But even more so than that. Like, you could literally hear a needle drop on the floor. It rained all week, 6 inches, so you couldn't walk. You can walk.
Quiet, Broga. We're not alone.
You can walk in the rain.
Your strength is impressive, Sith. But no amount of power will take Quesh from the Republic.
I think I just showed that we could take Quesh from the Republic. You're finished.
Your screams will ring in Quesh's imperial rule.
Ooh, that's a good line.
Just try to defeat me.
What are your sidewalks?
True Jedi need only the Force.
6 inches. That's like this much? Hey.
Let's see how they like this.
Hello. You fluffy corgis, you wouldn't run. Yeah, I don't think you'd be walking the corgis then. I think you'd be swimming with the corgis. Which maybe they really like. I don't know if your corgis like to swim. The rivers have overflowed. Oh. Yeah, fortunately we don't have that problem all too often here, but that's also because we have a lot of water management systems. Because it is the Netherlands, and if there is a country that deals with water, it is the Netherlands. Oh, the bastard, bruh. Was that a talk to the hand? Ooh.
What's your step, Jedi?
Oh, that's satisfying. Doesn't usually rain that consistently. No? Yeah, about that, Broga. I think we would prefer not to use your services. I think we can do it ourselves.
Nice try, Broga, but you're not weaseling out of this.
Ooh. That has to hurt. Huh. Another planet cleansed. Oops. Is it normally quite dry where you live then? Because for me it's a bit like it's like England. As we have rain all the time normally. Not the last few years. The last few years it's been quite dry and hot. Higher weather is like English weather. I'm sure you've heard about the American mindset when it comes down to infrastructure. Yeah, the mindset is we're not paying for it unless we can get someone else to pay for it. That's the mindset. It rains a lot, but not usually. 7 days straight to flood. 7 days straight. I'm not even sure if that still constitutes as raining. It just sounds like you're living underwater at that point. Well, they built convenience, not longevity. Yeah, I think that's something we're seeing more across the globe, a focus on short-term solutions rather than long-term. It's not great. Lots of short-term gratification. That's also why people are buying so much from stuff like Alibaba and Temu. Like your houses, the newer ones are so poorly built. Or maybe they do so intentionally, because you guys also seem to have a lot of hurricanes, typhoons, and other disasters of some sort that they would crush the houses and then you just build them up as cheap as possible. Your home is older. Okay. So you've actually got brick rather than wood.
The crane has been destroyed, Sergeant.
So I've heard. I've been listening in on the Republic's comm channels. They're furious at the loss. You must have done some serious damage.
It was explosive, yes.
Glad to hear it.
It seems the crane was intended to build a powerful shield generator that would have made attacks on the Republic's operation impossible. I shall begin scouting for further targets. Thank you for your help. Without you, our entire mission here might have been dragged to a halt.
Yeah, true. We also have a lot of very old houses, of course, since most of our countries are a lot older than America is. But yeah, every house we have here is built out of bricks and stones. Yeah, we don't do AC. In fact, when people have AC in a house here, they are seen as unnecessary luxuries or just wastes of energy. Though I have to say that the last few years I have been glad to have a mobile AC for the bedroom because it was getting so hot. It would suffer with a higher humidity without AC. Isn't that also just what you're used to? You had some suffocating. So it's getting closer to like this tropical heat like you would have in places like Suriname. Venezuela. Very clammy, very moist, but also incredibly hot. And then you're constantly feeling like you've been sweating all. Let's head back to the garrison. No, we don't want the officer's cantina, we want Imperial base. Oh. Really? Okay. Report. Reported. That should help. Yeah, I've had that quite often actually. I think that's like a weekly thing. The scammers trying to sell views. And always with the same website, so I don't get why Twitch is not just picking up that word that they're putting there. But I see his message is still there. Oh, that's weird. This partner stream is actually really? Why would partner streamers use it? Hi there, Willy C. Yeah, sure thing. You have a good day. And we can't do that. Does Verge? No. Really? So they get noticed, that's why they're starting soon as already 100 or more viewers when they start. Great. Yeah, great. guess the meta these days is cheating. There. That should help. Alright then. Moth Drayson, I did all of your work for you.
The Jedi and his heart are dead.
Excellent. The Republic will be furious.
That's the plan.
You have my thanks, and that of my council. We'd still be fighting over Quesh's mines if not for your help.
Yes. Well, what happens
Does
to
the Empire
now?
have something in store for this planet?
In time, we will take over the Quesh venom industry. As for our military, there's still plenty to do.
The Republic's still fighting. Help us pile up enough bodies here, they'll retaliate on other planets, then we'll have our war.
But first, enjoy your victory. Quesh will soon be ours, and the Republic grows more furious by the day.
One of these days, they will provide the punch that will allow us to turn this into a full-scale war.
Take it easy.
That happens, the Republic will be crushed. I really wish Twitch would do more about that, because, I mean, they're not exactly helping the platform in any way. I mean, theoretically, they're watching ads, but they're not really watching ads.
Do you require medical attention?
That was a lot of junk. That.
Be well. Please use all products only as intended.
I always use products as intended. Silly droid. Oh, let's see if we can get the elevator in our favor this time. Yes. Yes. Do we have a bounty hunter in? Okay, so I saw someone jumping off here. Whoops. Don't see a datacron or anything like that, so not sure why you would want to do that. I don't hear a datacron either. So let's just head back to our ship. Deals with the gashes of Quesh. Thanaton strikes back, yeah, but I struck back harder.
Your old apprentices are dead, but they managed to steal the key to Thanaton's meditation chamber.
And so goes the last of my legacy. You'll self-accept it. But this key, perhaps their death was not such a waste. Thanaton's private meditation chamber would be the perfect place for an ambush.
Yep.
We done playing with ghosts yet? Where I come from, man takes your dignity, you break his teeth.
We shouldn't rush to seek revenge.
We can't afford haste. I'd advise against facing Thanaton until you've gained more power.
Then what is your advice, Lord Zatch?
How do I do that? I don't know where any more ghosts are.
You know, it's just hearsay, but there have been strange rumors coming off Hoth lately.
Ooh.
Ships crashing mysteriously, and crews hearing voices. Some pretty level-headed people I know are spooked.
Ashara and I will look into these Hoth rumors. In the meantime, you should consider replacing your apprentices. You will appear weak if you don't try to restore what
with the
Thanaton
old Republic, but you still like watching.
I've heard a new group of acolytes have arrived on Korriban. Slaves. The kind that Thanaton always passes on. Our old friend Harkan is training them.
Ooh. Harkan, the one who is being a pain in our ass. You quit. You still like what? Yeah, it's there's just so much story in these games, and every class has its own storyline, and really good.
It would be wonderful to see Harkan again.
An apprentice from Korriban is a special honor. It says you have status, and you will have your pick of the group. Go to Korriban and restudy these Hoth rumors your pirate friend produced.
The little internet. Korriban. Most of your tunes are at the point to the patch of story that never seems to come. What you mean? The point in the story where the last expansion is right now. .6 now 7.7 now 7. Yeah, the main problem that they're running into is the voice actors strikes and writers strikes at the moment, mainly against AI, and that's why there's no additional story content being released. Only, well, marketing stuff, new microtransactions, dynamic events, which is just a very simple thing. Other games are not having that issue though. Well, yes and no. I mean, the strikes are mainly against EA at the moment, and BioWare is a part of EA. I'm not sure if Broadsword is as well. Might be. So if their writers are unionized, then they will have that issue. And some of the big games are not produced in the US. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is from Belgium and Ukraine, I think. Because they have a few other locations. And most of those studios that are not from the US already had some form of unionization, or just decent ways to handle your employees. Give them good contracts, treat them like people. You've wasted 40 days of game time waiting for the expansion that was supposed to come out months ago. Yeah, it's rough. Really. I have the advantage that I hadn't played this game in a long time before I started again a few months ago, so there's lots of content for me to go through, lots of characters as well, because I also noticed that the why is the Overseer in the tomb of Agenta Paul? That makes no sense. Really? Just rather spend money where you can still do stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. With your wallet. Down, please. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's been a while since we've been here. Right, that's a weird mount. Alright. The arrival port where we initially started this playthrough.
Take it easy.
Don't worry, Ashara.
You are the slime, the filth, the wretches of society.
Ooh.
You are what Sith Lords scrape off their boots.
Is it the same?
I don't know why the Sith Empire even bothers with you, miserable curs. They'd be wiser to give you shovels and have you dig your own graves.
Yeah. Build the same joke.
Ah, Harkin. Good to see you haven't changed one bit.
Well, well, my lord. I certainly never expected to see you again. I was just preparing these new slaves for their imminent death.
You can kill him.
Are you here for an apprentice, or were you just feeling nostalgic?
Yeah, but he also serves a purpose here. Well, I need a new apprentice.
Darth Thanaton killed my last 2 apprentices.
Yes, I'd heard about that. They were incompetents anyway. Not that this group looks much better. Thanaton had the sense to pass up this cancerous lot, so they're yours if you want them. This worm is Sephiroth. They found him in a Hutt's palace, crushing prisoners' heads for the Hutt's entertainment.
No.
Steve Pamuhu Mwaga. Shut up, slave. You don't talk directly to a Lord of the Sith unless he asks it. This beady-eyed monstrosity is Argog. Don't know where on a cat hound's backside he's supposed to come from. Sorry, what was that? Can't understand a word it says. This gangly creature is Jackson. He's no Sith, but he's at least human. And this bone-faced one, well, I can't pronounce whatever gibberish he says he's called. We call him Zalek.
Master.
Don't let him fool you. Too wild for his own good. There were 2 others, but we made the mistake of leaving them alone with Zalek.
And then they died. Good. Big time.
Make sure you push them as hard as you push me.
And look how you turned out. Murdered your master. Be careful what you wish for. You may check back as you please. I don't expect it to take too long to chew through this bunch. What are you staring at, wretches? You know your trial. Now go!
Yeah, it's pretty clear who's going to be the new apprentice there. It had a bit of a feel of find the main character in this anime lineup. With all of the generic NPCs and then one incredibly detailed character as well. We need to head back to the ship. Alright then. Let's see if they found out something new. Oh.
I trust our friend Harkin is doing well.
Yes.
If your business is finished on Korriban, it's time we looked for another spirit to bind.
Tasty. You have my attention.
Tell me about this ghost.
We think what Andronicus has heard is true. A Republic transport crashed over Hoth about a year ago. It was carrying artifacts from a Sith tomb that the Jedi had confiscated.
Ooh. Artifacts? And a ghost?
You think they got the tomb's chief resident as well?
More likely than not.
The Jedi never recovered the transport. I don't like the idea of binding the dead like this, but if you have to, I'd start looking for that transport.
I have to. I definitely have to. If a Darth to kill. Ooh.
Ingas I've no Jappe Siglos Fraudness Just Jappe
Someone
Right
took Tulak
Jappe.
Horde's body? Someone wants to die?
How would you know that?
Busatida Sin Fara Alaim Jaal in Ima Jahaban Iten. In Abalhab Fralat Forte Fuima Alizos Kaskaf Tais. Ababarna Habens Glaubena Ni in Usakwai. Usiterens Apipao.
I helped you defeat Veshik Urk. I'll help you find Tulak Horde's bones.
My dice is.
Good. Okay, so we have another purpose on Hoth. That's good to know. Tulak Horde's remain. Maybe some power there. Now, a shard. Apprentice.
I'm realizing there's a lot I don't understand about the Empire.
Sure to read camps at a point you have to choose the beast or the lady, and that decided future story. Well, it is kind of funny hearing him speak with the Lord Zash's voice. Though I think I prefer the beast over the lady at the moment. Lots you don't understand. You will learn.
I don't expect a Jedi to understand. But the Empire is strength and freedom.
They certainly talk a lot about strength, but freedom? From what I've seen, that belongs to a select few. Slavery is everywhere. And even among the so-called free, only the Sith act with any sort of independence. It's hard to see good in an empire that thinks of non-humans as nothing more than slaves.
Everyone gets their chance.
The Empire is a meritocracy. Those that can rise to the top. The inferior fall behind.
It doesn't sound as if merit has anything to do with it. I just wonder. The original Sith weren't human. It's a contradiction.
Is the way.
Contrary to what the Jedi teach, the world is not all light and dark. There are many shades and many contradictions.
I'm beginning to see that, but I'm not sure I like it.
The world is complicated, Asha. Now, it's time to pack for call. We're heading for Hoth. Quite a few years before the rebellion would take their place there.
I hope you found some more information on this ghost business, Andronicus.
Look, I've been doing some digging around, and by all accounts, this stuff is more messed up than Tatooine. Pirates run this place, though the Empire and the Republic have dared to move in of late. Still, ships don't land here. The cold is part of it, but there are other rumors. The kind you'd ignore if you had sense.
I do think there are still ships heading there, because there's a few bases there with the Empire and the Republic. Rumors tend to hide the truth.
Fortunately, I'm not interested in sense, only ghosts. What do these rumors say?
There was a light freighter out of Yavin 4, Star Runner. Disappeared over this place. Reported some strange happenings before it did. It was a smuggler vessel loaded full of ancient junk from Yavin's tombs. If I wanted to catch a ghost, I'd start asking after that ship.
If they took stuff from Yavin 4, there's bound to be Sith artifacts, Sith remains, Sith anything. Because Yavin 4 is just this nexus of stories of dark side power. Yes. But we need the Deshaun.
Thank you, Andronicus. Kemval? Or is it Zash? Let's go.
While Papa Fraugens in Alama Patai Galakai in Alama Amainai.
Hollow Chatter says the Empire's operating on this ice block. So you might try using your new Lord of the Sith authority. Careful though, place is crawling with pirates, and they aren't all as nice as me.
You're a nice pirate. Debatable. level 60. We get new mods at 62.
Take it easy.
I thought I said I wanted Kem to come along.
Bye.
Should also make things easier because he is quite powerful at the moment. We're at an additional 1,100 presents. I like how the Sith warrior deals with the rise of power of the story with the whole like apprentice leads up slower to take over power. Yeah, it is a lot slower because you are following the story and you're working for Darth Barris, and then you get to the end of Act 2. Yeah, here you get betrayed one act before. And you only managed to finish it in Act 3 on the warrior.
Welcome to the Adama space station, my lord. I'm Ensign Rail.
Yes.
I gather this visit is because you'll be traveling through to the surface of Hoth.
That is the plan.
That's the intent.
I'll be scanning you so I can customize your cold weather equipment. Then I'll arrange your briefing. There we are. As you're on the VIP list, Lieutenant Halpern will brief you. He's in the theater. Good day.
The theater? They have a theater here?
Attention, a lord is present. At ease. Let's get this started. Ostensibly, the conflict on Hoth is over salvage from a battle that happened above the planet. In reality, it is our trap for the Republic.
What kind of...
So the salvage is worthless? Or is it just too hard to get to?
A bit of each. There is a fairly major pirate force that holds much of what the Republic wishes to recover. The Imperial plan is not to gain ground, but rather to make the battle as costly as possible to the Republic.
War of attrition.
We want our forces small and mobile, and while the Republic keeps chasing victory, we bleed them dry of personnel and equipment.
Smart. We could do that.
I will extend their misery with every blow I strike.
Yes, my lord. Misery's easy enough to find on Hoth.
My lord, forgive the interruption. I brought your cold weather equipment.
We were just finishing, Ensign.
This should keep your core body temperature up. When you're ready, report to a pilot in the shuttle bay for transport to the planet.
Colonel Vanis at Dawn Base will be waiting for you. Good luck down there.
Yes, cold weather equipment. Is just a nice 10% elemental resistance. Ooh. Not that I've ever used one, but yeah, I guess that could be useful.
Planet awaits, my lord. Commander Triton will want to meet with you.
Commander?
My briefing said I was to meet a Colonel Vanis.
I don't know anything about that. Commander Triton's the one listed as in charge now. I'm sure he can fill you in on the story. I need to de-ice the shuttle here.
I don't see a lot of ice on the shuttle. Also, I have a great thing to remove ice here. Maybe you should learn how to use a lightsaber. Ooh. Okay. Very well. Lore object on chest. Nice species. Blue-skinned creatures.
Your advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot do.
Sir, I respect your bravery, but if you see this through personally, you will be dead. And whose leadership will we have then? My lord, we're glad you've arrived. May I introduce Commander Triton, and myself, a humble captain, core name Udrus.
Lieutenant Halpin sent word you would be coming, and we've never had greater need of you.
Colonel Vanis, the commander of this base, is missing. We fear he's dead, along with all the most experienced men from this base.
So his core name is Udrus, and with Chis, a name is usually comprised of 3 parts, and then the last letter of the first part is the first letter of the core name. Then you've got the middle name, and then you've got the first letter of the last. So his middle name is kind of Udras then. Is the core name the last segment? Yes. The normal name is. What is that?
Fill me in on the situation.
The Colonel went out to investigate evidence of a possible spy probe near the ice lake. He was under heavy guard.
We received a distress call. It was obvious he found
Why
trouble.
would the Colonel go out himself?
Scout 1 to Dawn Base. Heavy casualties. Taking heavy casualties. We're under attack. We can't see the...
Recordings don't frighten me. I'll go see if I can find out what happened.
Our best case scenario is that Colonel Vanis' communications tipped off the Republic, and he's gone quiet.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue. If you can find the Colonel, everyone on this base is in your debt.
Does that mean I have to find him alive? Or is it okay if I find him dead?
Kunta chuta, kasoyali kulira,
I'm all playing too sick. Limited mode.
Chonki faguta, jiho podaji oto vokise.
Yeah, it is a little bit weird that he's speaking Hattis.
What exactly are you?
Wanta humpa, murirava fupa jipampawula.
He's from the Outer Rim.
Che chopa guma ni umpi putmalia bedwana ni bobo. Poya toka changa goptula dobata wana wanki.
His name is Yed Ore Shinai, so that would give him a core name of Dores. And that's also what it's saying here, so Doresh. Nice. This expansionary defense force. What is he doing here then? Even if he's on loan to the Imperial Ministry of Logistics. I thought the Kiss stuck to their own segment, their own corner of the galaxy, and did not want to. Or other species. Yes, well.
Sounds like a worthy cause.
I expect a 60% increase in combat performance. Ooh. That's a lot. Tals, Commandos Training Republic Infantry. Ooh, we can deal with the Tals. Yes. And if we don't, there is a certain Tals that will deal with them for us.
A Sith fears no one.
Ambushes are flawless.
Se gota do buti ki hasa
Count, eliminate the Tals, and the Republic. Easy.
There will be no survivors.
Uchusa yo mata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi. Chobet I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta.
Right, let's see. Enough. Let's have a chat with Sergeant Lauren about the spirit. Before it gets spirited away.
I'm looking for a ship called the Star Runner.
My lord, truly an honor and a surprise. I'm afraid no ships have landed on Hoth in ages, unless it's a crash. Actually, the name Star Runner sounds familiar.
It should.
If I may ask, what do you need the ship for? You're here on Darth Thanaton's behalf, naturally.
Well...
That's not yours to know.
Of course, my lord. It was rude of me to ask.
Yes, it is.
Star Runner. Blast. Your ship crashed years ago. It's buried under a few tons of snow by now. Your best bet? No. Give me a few months to get a recovery team on it.
A few months?
I'm afraid you may be dead in a few months. Is there a faster solution?
Well, I mean, there's an Imperial Reclamation Service team you could take command of, if you wanted.
The
It's
IRS.
just the lieutenant in charge is a little odd. Too much time digging in tombs, you understand?
I understand, but... Yeah,
I only care that he can find the ship.
Lieutenant Talos Drellick could find a piece of glass in the Tatooine desert, but he's very particular about his work. I'm afraid I can't call Lieutenant Drellick. The weather on Hoth is bad for communications. The team's way out in the way searching for some mythical Sith temple on Hoth of all places. Good luck, my lord.
Yeah, why not on Hoth? I mean, it's an inhospitable, cold waste. Oh, if you want to get lost... Sure, people won't find you. I guess Hoth is a very logical place to go. Makes perfect sense. Alright then, elevator. Good. Now arriving. Oh. The cold does not affect you, Cap. Yeah, that's lucky. You're not exactly wearing clothes. There we go. On the King the Republic. Sergeant Ritter. Are you going to give us chocolate?
Nothing but a bunch of namby-pamby cowards on this frozen rock. Think I like hearing my teeth chatter and knees knock, my sweat freeze and breath blind me? What a scrap. But I got a job to do, and by gum I aim to do it.
Sounds like you need some help.
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that, my lord. Didn't see you. Kind of snowblind, I guess.
That's
None of those
because
remarks
you
were aimed at you.
pointing the other
In
way.
fact, my mission calls for someone of your obvious capabilities. Colonel Vanis left orders to stop the Republic from tracking our deployments here. I figured out the enemy's MO, but need the firepower to squash it.
And what is this MO?
How exactly has the Republic managed to get the best of us?
Sneaky tricks and a lot of luck. Republic scouts have set up a series of short-range relays. Need to activate one to jam their communications. Can't activate without a data card from one of the scouts. Gonna have to get one of them the old-fashioned way. You game?
I'm in.
It's as good as done.
You're a lifesaver. Republic scouts range around the lower ruins, spying on us and disappearing. Get a data card off one of them and then find one of their relay consoles in the outer edge.
Easy.
I'll be here and can jam their relays once you're done.
Easy. Just want us to kill a few scouts. We can do that. Okay, we'll head east for a little bit just to trigger the map here. Come on. Come on. Thank you. We've got the Wampas here. You can see those in Empire Strike Back, so that's what took Luke Skywalker into the cave all the way at the beginning of Empire Strikes Back. Gets attacked, kills his Tauntaun, and then drags him into the cave. And then loses an arm. Special edition. Fire. Alright. I only see... There's a scout.
In Twyfel Atraus.
There is our data card. Now relay. Bleep bleep bleep. What? An ambush. You should not have. What if it added the Star Wars horse-like things that they used to run around the Star Destroyer? Horse-like things on the Star Destroyer? What do you mean by that? Horse-like things on the Star. There's a lot of towers here. This is the most current. Oh, it's Disneyverse. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't remember all that much from the newest 3 movies. And Force Awakens was okay-ish. Last Jedi seems to hate Star Wars. And Rise of Skywalker is just generic slop. So, yeah, don't remember all that. I very much prefer what used to be called Expanded Universe. And is now called Legends. You like art, so you pick out odd details. Ah. Oh, I guess that is quite the detail then. Maze of stuff. Horse-like creature Star Destroyer. Orbucks. Orbuck. Ah, right. Yeah, now I see it. Yeah. Oh, it's on top of the Star Destroyer. It's a great quote here. The horse scene in The Rise of the Skywalker was meant to be a gift for fans of the original saga. It succeeded in making it much easier for people just to refresh all memories of the movie. Yes. Yes.
Hudan Heifst.
Yes, people did not like the prequels either when they came out, but they could still like see them as okay-ish movies, even if it wasn't what they expected it to be, and then we would only later get a cult following. But I don't really have that with any of the newer movies. So I just like to think that they don't exist. Ooh. Yes, please. I'd like to come. My crystal. But you can't upgrade that one. You can upgrade this one. Let's do that. Which one looks better? It's either this one, which has this little curve on the end like Dooku Saber does. Yeah, it's the Dooku Saber. Okay. That's an easy choice. Yeah.
Twifel Atraus.
You need to work on your technique skills. Well, I guess the Colonel is no longer among us. The Commander is in charge. This is Captain Friend. But if it's so cheap to pull them out, let's just in. There we go. Let's bring our black-yellow saber. You have to go marked. Yeah, sure. Thanks for being here. You have fun. All of these towels and all die. You? Quite a few experts, Max. They... Oh, they're a lot better than regulation. Just... Okay. Oh. are disappointing me, Kem. Let's head on south and deal with it. A good idea. Do the heroic. Like Tatooine, this planet also has dynamic events that they added later. And they're a nice little new bit of content while we're waiting for a pack with story content. Restful. Oh, nice. We there yet? I think we are. Okay, so it tells Taskmaster and some factors, lots of this called letter commando here for some reason. Interesting. So that leads down somewhere, but I think we need to be up here. Because training camp seems to be above an Imperial base. Ooh. I guess that's one way to get your training in. Oh, I see. Yes, Cam will switch you to heal, because heal is OP, and let's do this.
Intwifel Atraus.
And pop. Oh, the extra damage. Way already. That. Come on, get rid of the Taskmaster. There we go. Good. Ooh. A scrabbler jerky. Increase our combat health regen by 60 per second for 60 minutes. Not great, but it is a schematic for biochem. And you don't get a lot of those.
I've gotten used to solo jobs.
If this furthers our aims, I'll do it.
Sure.
Leave everything to me, Master. I will not disappoint you.
You will. Okay, so one tool is Wars Factory. Not. Yeah. 4 drills. And some parts. Okay. Come on, enough. We only need one. should have darted first. And got it. Lovely. Ah, you are exactly what I needed. They're dropping quite a bit of green loot. Just kill him, cat. There's some panic mask saber. We need more door instructions. Yeah. That healing is just so powerful. And unlike tank, it also makes it so you can just keep going, because with tank you need to heal in between. Wait. Now you can just immediately go to the next group. Okay, one more drill instructor. Hey, oh, Captain Pals, hey, oh, Captain Pals. Looks like there's a nice little group here waiting for us to kill them. We need 3. These don't count. Really? One. We'll just do the 1 and then the 2 that we're back. Grow stronger with a reading mode. Good. Let's do I, Kev. I don't get any ideas. Now if we can get these engineers to construct a proper cold weather suit, will be in business. Yeah. So I thought that would just be expected like this. Okay, what do we get? 2 new blue pieces, please. We already have those. Thank you. Absolutely useless. Back to base. Dawn base. You'd expect there to be all of these people with yellow armor here, but I don't see any. Which is weird. Like, if you've got Dawn here, why is there no And fists. Ah. Yeah, a little bit. Always whenever we head to the elevator, it's heading in the opposite direction. Come on then. Imperial Java Squadron. Doesn't look Java. Let's sell the junk.
We'll find a better bargain. Come back anytime.
Yeah. And let's have a chat with Commander Trey.
I found Colonel Vanis. He was dead. Murdered by Republic Tals.
Yes.
Tals. That would make sense. Cold adapted, Republic aligned. I've not killed their kind before. What about you, Commander?
What? Yes, of course.
The base awaits your orders, Commander.
We are having deep morale issues in the forward outpost. I must show them that we can triumph without Colonel Vanis. Now is the time for reprisals. These chittering animals will not get away with this.
Okay.
I want 10 of the Republic to suffer for every one of ours dead. I want every last Tolls wiped out, their heads on sticks out in the frost.
And Udras?
Anything you'd like to add?
The main thrust of the plan is sensible, but given our limited knowledge, I suggest the plan be refined before use.
Okay.
Covert action is advisable, or we'll end up wiping out one group and causing the rest to go into hiding. I have data arrays we could install in their communications link. If we did that, we could locate and estimate their numbers before we hit them.
Nope, we'll take it.
Killing is reliable. Technology isn't.
That sounds like a lesson gleaned from a life far more interesting than mine.
Commander! Come in, Commander!
Yes?
Go ahead, Scout 5.
We found a nest of Tolls on the ice lake. Too many to engage. Transmitting coordinates now.
Perfect timing. Brutally slaughtering a few dozen should sow fear throughout their little cabal. When you're done, report to the forward outpost. It's closer to the lake, and the men there can see your success in person.
Well, I'm not sure if that will sow fear of the Tals, because I don't think the Tals are that fear-focused. But, well, it will at least thin their numbers. There we go. Alright. Oh, we can also turn in the tracking the Republic quests. And then it's on towards the forward bunker and slightly beyond.
You're done great. Got the activation signal from the Republic data relay, and we're already jamming their comm. Thanks to you, things are getting hot round here.
Getting hot out here. Let's take a speeder. Much quicker. Yeah, Hoth is quite a eastly sized planet for this game. Quite a bit to go, so you're slowly moving your way from west to east. Up here is where the Republic takes place, more in the northern section, and the southern section is...
If I do say so myself.
Let's see. We're scouring the wastes is where our class quest will continue. Our reprisals will Oh, we need to head approximately the same place. So we need to head here on the map, and then we can go north for the towels and south for...
The results are much better than they appear, Master.
Critical success. Nice. Good stuff.
I'll be done in no time.
Well done, Sean.
If this furthers our aims, I'll do it.
I will perform according to your exacting specifications, Master.
Taris. We need to defeat some ambushers. I think we'll probably not see them until we attack group. So let's do that.
In Teufel Atraus.
Okay, wrong group, I guess. Let's try another. Could be ambushes here. Ah, there's one. No. Oh, down. Where'd it go? And boom. Goodbye, Tals. Did you just punch me? Did he? He's actually using his claws to attack us. Oh, not for long. Ah, there's our target. Just need to use the hollow communicator. A few more there, that should take care of our bonus. Doing a little bit of the bonus because he just pushes that to 80 that slightly bit faster. There we go. Hello. I have company. Hello, doggo. Your object. Keeping warm, the do's and don'ts. Don't trip and swim. And then don't drive. That's a big don't, because you'll freeze. Let's see. To the bunker. It's good to see that there's Imperial soldiers here keeping things safe. But there should be some kind of archaeological sighting. Excavation site. It's Talos drunk. Meet me at the spirit, please. Eyes, little one. Okay, so he's in deep. Claw of some sort? A magnet, I guess? Ah, Carlos! Hello.
We're close, boys. We'll find that temple. I can feel it. Rogers, no cutting corners. Don't forget the salt.
Yeah, it's always Rogers
Salt's
cutting
not the
corners.
best solution, but it's the only thing that doesn't freeze out here, and solid footing is a must.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Talos Drellick of the Imperial Reclamation Service.
My lord, I am honored.
Good.
I heard you single-handedly unearthed artifacts of the great Tulak Horde. I'm a Nagasadar man myself, but I love to compare notes. What brings you to Hoth? How may I be of service?
He's a fan of Nagasado. Interesting. Very interesting. And what's he doing here? Shouldn't he be on Yavin? And Korriban? Weird location for a Nagasado thing.
I heard that a ship carrying artifacts from Yavin 4 went down over Hoth.
A ship. Not usually our line, but let's hear it. Maybe we can help. A bit new for the Reclamation Service, but artifacts. And a ghost.
Yes.
I've heard that the dead talk down in the tombs, but to see one, oh, I wonder if it'd be possible to make a hollow image.
Huh. I've never thought about that. Whether you could make hollow images in Star Wars Force Ghost. I don't think so, because a lot of these Force Ghosts only appear to Force sensitive people, so yeah, I think it would just not be detected by the camera. Well,
I doubt you'll get a chance to take pictures.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Engineer Sorrel, do we have any probes that aren't frozen solid?
Shalora works as good as any in these conditions, sir. She may not look like much, but she's got heart.
If my guess is correct, the captain would have launched a distress beacon before the crash, which would give us a line on the ship.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Not a bad idea. Beware, my lord. The cold's master out here. My boys and I go to shift camp. Try to get a better communication setup going. But let us know if you find anything.
Sure. That sounds great. We have to take our bearings around the wastes. Doesn't tell us where. Tempting to find bearing. Weak to log onto them. Okay. Guess we better get outside first. The Shadow Killer is all the way over the eastern side of this map. We'll have Chem along for a bit, but that's fine. Okay, so we need to head all the way over there to get a signal in. Those are massive cranes. Turning. Think about where that sneaky ice cat is. That's not very sneaky. Very much not sneaky. Alright. Let's try getting the bearings. Oh. Okay. that way. We can work with that. Isn't that where the towels were just moments ago? Dun, dun. Yeah, in a way, I'm just thinking about what do I think of this planet. In a way, I don't like this planet because it feels so empty, but I guess that's also what makes this a very good representation of this planet. The fact that it is so large and empty, just like Tatooine. You don't have to like a location for it to be a good representation of that location. Wait, I guess. Yes, it's to High Mount Ridge. There's a base somewhere. Well,
my results speak for themselves.
Perfection delivered, Master.
Lovely. Not too weak. Okay. Yeah, I guess the signal must have gotten much stronger when I took those 3 steps back. Even more towels. It's like an infestation. So this must be it. Yeah, so the stress beacon.
This is Captain Quellen of the Star Runner. SOS. I repeat, SOS. We're caught in Hoth's gravitational pull and falling fast.
Why?
Strange events date back 2 weeks. Yavin 4 artifacts believed to be the source. Something has taken control of the ship. To whomever finds this message, burn this vessel. Don't look inside. Don't touch it. Burn it.
And that's why you
Lieutenant
don't
Drellick
take
really
them
is something else. Could find a
from
wampa
Yavin
here in a
4.
snowdrift, I bet.
It still doesn't tell me where the ship is.
No, but we have a bearing from the beacon launch, and those tracks. Somebody beat us to this thing. Lieutenant, sir, we found the beacon, but no ship. There's some light tracks, though. Appear to be a few days old.
Have Shalora zoom in, Sorrel. I've been studying alien tracks since I was old enough to know a Twi'lek from a Toccata. Ortolan. I'd know them if they were 6 days old and covered in jam. Those are Ortolan tracks.
Covered in jam?
I'll be sure to look for you next time my ship's galley is invaded by a pack of Ortolans.
That's a good one. I'll have to remember that next time the Imperial Reclamation Service Trackers Committee meets. It looks like those Ortolans dug something up. Possibly a clue to the ship's location. Sorrel, where's the nearest Ortolan camp?
It's a ways beyond the next outpost, but the tracks look headed in the right direction.
Well, it might be time to put on your best diplomatic face, my lord. Ortolans don't like outsiders much, but it looks like they're the key to finding our ghost.
I will be utterly charming.
I'll have Sorrel bring the beacon to the
There's some
base.
aggressive
Between it
negotiations.
and the Ortolans, we're bound to have a breakthrough. We'll be there when you're through dealing with the Ortolans.
Okay, let's see if we can get to the next outpost, and then we can take the speeder back to the basils. This is High Mount Ridge, which is like the centerpiece of this map. It's up quite a bit as well. So That's going to be where the Ortolans live. Make our way to the left. Come on. We're almost there. Speeder.
Travel route is confirmed.
I still don't get why they don't just fly over these bits of ice. I think it's a speeder. It can hover. Surely it can hover enough to do that. All right. Well, we had a nice little bit of murder and mayhem.
Hello. Good to see you, my lord. We had feared the worst.
Good work. Has the base been informed? How is morale there?
Gentlemen, the commander wants to know how we feel about the tolls being struck down.
It's still happy-ish.
Excellent. That's a sound I've not heard in some time. And I understand one of our patrols spotted towels that fled rather than fight. The tides of war are with us.
Yes. We will
Your
marry.
men smell blood. Time to deliver it to them.
I couldn't agree more. We have devised a plan to put the Tals in position for a killing blow. Their supplies, weapons, medical equipment, and the high-calorie food they require, all of it is stored in one central location. They may be adapted to the cold, but without their supplies, they wouldn't last a week. So we will destroy their cache.
Which will force them.
They will choose between retreating home or starvation.
Yes, exactly.
That, or the one other option that we think the more likely.
If I were them, and suddenly without food, I would raid this base. So we will amplify our defenses here and spring the trap shut. Unfortunately, getting at their supplies may be difficult. They are in a series of ice caves overrun by wampers.
The more challenging, the better.
Yeah.
If that is the case, I suggest an alternative.
Oh?
We are desperately short on supplies here. If you could bring back all you find, it could make a valuable difference.
But we'd need over 100 kilos of food alone. How would anyone carry that and still fight?
That seems a bit much. But it would definitely help with the fight on this planet. So we'll bring them back.
You'd be surprised how much I can carry.
Daring, my lord. I hope you're making the right call. Take anything of theirs that gives them aid or comfort. Make them come crawling. Let them know who the masters of this miserable world are.
Would be me. I am the master of this miserable world. I'm soon to be. Alright, let's force their hand. We'll do the towels here, because then we finish off this segment of the map. We want to make sure that we clear things here. No unwanted surprises. Only wanted surprises. It's infantry, another not so sneaky ice cat. That's the easy way in. We just move in between the two. Yep. Oh, good. Good. Yep. These are some big caves. You can definitely move a lot of stuff through here. Oh, at least they're the weak ones. Kindly crit for half their health. Follow my lead. But you still call me Little Sith. That I do not appreciate. Not so little. There we go, some ordnance. Good. Now we need to find some food and some medical supply. And we can form a little bit of genocide as well. All in a Sunday afternoon. Yeah?
In white ties, Anaman, Fijaz.
Your will shall be done. Good, Captain. Good. You alert. Good. Guess someone took care of things for us. Well, that's convenient. Take this food. And the medical supplies. I do still need to kill 11 more of these. Where will I find 11? Good. Ah. Elder one.
In Teufel Atraus.
You resisted the urge to devour me from home. I think you will be resisting that urge quite a bit, Cam. Let's deal with this elder. Because we like a challenge. I don't think we'll be finding a lot of plants on this planet. Okay. More. Let's just deal with these swampers. That should clear up. Nuts. Oh wait, we can scan the whoppers. That's good. Very good. To the forward bunker. Let's report into the commander. I think those towels will be very different.
I'm your man.
If this furthers our aims, I'll do it.
Excellent.
I was just wondering what I could do to please you.
Your cargo, Captain Nudris. In one piece, as am I.
Yes, my lord. You'll be pleased to know that we have kept up our
We
end
are
of
the
plan.
One Piece.
The base is prepared for war. We have security fields, sensors, anti-personnel guns. We'll obliterate any Tals that dares approach.
Good.
Commander! Commander! There's reports of a Tolls attack.
Tiny.
Excellent. What wing are they headed for?
No wing, sir. They're at the power station. They're overrunning the guards. They brought bombs.
Oh, that's not good.
The Tals have no fear. Even when their army is at its last breath, they want to take us down with them.
If they kill the power station, we'll have no heat. We'll have to evacuate or we won't last past nightfall.
I'll be there in but a moment.
I'll call for reinforcements from a Damus orbital. They should be able to land within the hour. Just get to that power station, and quickly.
Yeah. Look at there. Ooh. Completed a personal conquest. Very nice. We receive. Oh, Garrick Los also has something for us. Alright.
Oka kiza spida perupa. Kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
What do you need?
At ambumpa poshura mokili
Running power
mokranki.
converters, and you were attacked by 4 items. Oh, towels. Oh, more towels.
Buka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga.
And
I guess it's a bad time to be you.
yeah, what should we get?
Ni chopa jawa.
Oh.
Chikos pa ini gudad ijigliska chanaga wa.
Oh, we're running out of power converters. That's not good.
Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta odmishka.
Ah, I love
Sounds
this
fraught
game,
with
Mike.
danger. Count me in.
O bagthra wanawaga mi punawa duetwipe.
Alright.
Buka
I'll do
kampak
your
nijit.
job for you as well.
Tonka yiliska chanaga.
I guess that's right where the overrun power station is. Aim to strike the killing blow. A lot of stuff here. So we've got some crafting materials, we've got companion items. Let's give that to Ken while we're at it.
Honstojandan. Maizen Pama.
Yeah. Force Lord Mark 5 cache. Sure.
Afrageban.
Let's make sure that we get rid of the right one. Ah, focus serendipitous assault. That's actually the higher one of the two. Need to get our hands on a new focus retribution one. And we've got a bunch of junk in our inventory now. Alright. We there yet? You see that there's a bunch of snipers here, but do we really need to pick up a disruptor and a shield? Eh. Sure why, but yeah. Where are they? There's one. Nasty bunch of snipers. They deal a lot of damage. There it is. Ow. Eesh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, it's strong. Okay. Oh. Guess we'll deal with that champion in a moment.
One less thing to worry about.
Most of these named ones are for getting achievements. But they usually also drop a little bit better. And get a little bit right. But as long as you've got your companion at a decent level and set for healing, I found that it is quite manageable. There's a lot of health there. Do this. At the halfway. Making sure to keep all of the dots up as much as possible. Last game.
Twyfl atraus.
So you better keep resisting the urge to devour them. I don't plan on letting you do so.
Say so myself.
Still a bit. Yeah. Actually got an offhand saber. That offhand saber does more damage than our main
Our results
saber.
speak for themselves.
Sure.
The results are much better than they appear, Master. You'll see.
Okay, now to deal with the tiles at the power station here. We also need to kill 15 tiles and recover some power converters. Which shouldn't take too long.
Teufel Atlaus.
We can find the power converters. So there's they're all in boxes like that. Three in a box? Yes, please. Three, please. All of those guilds trying to get conquest points for free. I don't accept guild invites for, or corporation invites for when people are dead. Put them out first.
Afragiban.
Guess he needs to. Yeah, he needs to. Good job. Let's be kind. You saw that one first. But this one is mine. Really? Nice crit there. Power converters. Now to get that power station up and running again. Ooh, hello. Quite a few towels. I think 15 should be too much of a problem. any bombs placed? Build the first one. Easy. Please. Ken, why is this tiles hitting me? I am not a glutton for punishment. Fix more of these worthless creatures. Face the wrath of a true Sith. Rangers doing their bomb planting. Oh, good. Power station. Now to get the most important bomb, the one, the main reactor. And then it should be fun. Thousand hit point crits at this level. Nuts. Absolutely. Alright then. Here's the last of the bombs. Who? Ah. So you guys were the ones. The Empire must be driven off Hoth. I think you are mistaken.
Save your feeble attempts at recruitment for your own planet. This one is mine.
Well, your champion slayer of Sith. I'd love to face your champion. He's called a slayer of Sith. You're building expectations for a great fight. Oh, hello. There's Darth. Huh? Easy. Leg wraps. Just what we needed.
Lieutenant Auron reporting in, my lord. Our company is on the ground and we have secured the perimeter.
Yeah. Did any escape?
Tell me you cut off their retreat.
Absolutely, my lord. We assessed the situation and countered it. Good to see this place still standing. We'll finish up here. If you return to Dawn Base, Commander Triton will no doubt want to congratulate you in person.
Dawn Base? Okay. base it is. I thought we could do that at the forward outpost. But I guess the commander wants to stay back. It's cozy. Or maybe not cozy. Okay, location. Dar 7.
Chobot I Kafstuan Dileji Hulo Kuta. Chechopa Kuma ni Umpi Put Malia Bedwana ni Bobo. Kabanotase Makipuna. Mali Tuta Udmishka.
Yep. Lovely. I don't really need the mods then. Very low hits.
And you say the Sith held off the entire Tall's force single-handed?
It sounds incredible to be sure, but here, I'll let you talk directly. My
Brain.
lord, we cannot express our gratitude. May I introduce Moff Brainor, overseer of the Hoth system, among others.
I heard you telling the Moth the good news.
Yes, you saved us from giving a much bleaker report.
If not for you, Dawn Base would have been lost, and all the outposts that depend on it. It is for that reason I ask you your opinion. Would you say Commander Triton or just Captain Udris was more instrumental in the base's defense?
In the defense? Neither as much. I guess they were both doing something, but very little. So I guess we'll go with Commander Triton.
Commander Triton's leadership has been forthright and direct.
I expected such a response. Triton works diligently, if not always wisely. He is hereby promoted to Colonel, responsible for the welfare of Dawn Base until further notice.
That's a lot of responsibility, wouldn't you say, Commander?
He has served us well under fire, and the soldiers respect him. That is paramount.
And I will not disappoint you, Moff Brainor.
See to it that
Your recommendation has meant the world to me, but I must turn my attentions to my base immediately.
Yeah.
Sir, there is still the matter of the pirates at Leth Outpost.
Yes, of course. Captain Revar lost a facility of some sort, yes? If you're in the area, you might want to look into it. Terrible pirates out there.
We will. We will. Most definitely.
Take a look. Everything you see is for sale.
Okay. Get rid of so much junk. Wait.
Come back anytime.
There's any of those companion gifts on us. We can give the Imperial General's dog tags. Clear out a little bit. Because we need the space. Even if it's a small performance game. Okay, let's make sure that we take the speeder to Lesh Outpost.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
Because that should be around the location of the Autumn Chief, and Captain Revar's going to talk to us about the pirates in the area. Appears to be a problem here. Guess they're catching our patrols, catching our supplies, our convoys. We can't have that. convoys will remain no. Very good. Have arrived. Like, and that is going to be the location that will be ending today's stream as well. We're a little bit over time. It's okay, but I'm going to stick to a bit of regular schedule. So we managed to clear up the Quesh situation, hopefully manage to trigger the Republic just to begin that war that we so desperately want them to start. And we've gone to Hoth to find out about that spirit. Of course, there's also our new apprentice that's being trained on Korriban, we will be picking up later in the story. So that's going to be great. Let's see if we can continue this next time. So with that, I bid you adieu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Take care, you guys.